Something I do love to do on this channel is build things with small wheels. 26-inch mountain bikes are my kind of go-to thing. It's what I do. It's kind of what gave birth to this channel and is kind of holding it up as well. But the other thing I really like is 20-inch wheel bikes. Now you know this through my build videos with mini velos and things like that, but also I've reviewed a couple of e-bikes over the last couple of years. I really like e-bikes, I think they're crazy fun and they're a good way for a lot of people to access the cycling world. Today we're going to have a look at the Heybike EC Compact. I get a lot of emails saying, would you like to try one of these e-bikes? And most of the time I say no. My rule of thumb is it has to have something cool or different or something I haven't tried to warrant a place on this channel. That sounds so dumb, but I mean it. The trick that this one had, apart from being a cool little modern day Rally 20 or like a shopper style e-bike, was the fact that it had an automatic gearbox. I'd never tried an automatic gearbox before. I wasn't 100% sure what to expect, but that was the clincher for me. They said it had automatic shifting and all you needed to do is pedal and it would shift through the gears. That sounded nuts. I needed to try it out. But before we talk about that, let's take a look at this bike. The design of the bike itself is pretty slick. I like the way it looks. It's a cool little 20-inch bike, so it's kind of cool and little compact kind of style. The frame is completely seamless. It looks carbon. It's not. It is aluminium, but the way that the welds have all been kind of cleaned up and stuff makes it look kind of that little extra bit of premium. Very, very nice touch. There is room for having a basket or a rear rack on the rear back. I think you can purchase them with the bike as added options, but they are pretty basic connections, so you could just put a rack on the rear, and then there's bolts in the front for one of those big kind of basket kind of shells sort of things. The tyres are pretty chunky. I can't remember exactly how wide they are off the top of my head. I feel probably like 2.2, 2.3. They're nice and wide, so they are going to be nice and comfortable, but also going to give you lots of grip in different kinds of weathers. On that, it does come with fenders as well, so you're going to be able to keep that wet off of you if you're using it for commuting and stuff, which is very good. Stopping power is hydraulic brakes. These are TEKTROs on this bike as well. Very nice brakes. The front light is integrated, so it is powered from the actual bike itself. The rear light is USB, so you do need to charge it, but from what I understand, it will last quite a long time because it's quite a big battery. The pedals are also very nice, nice big platform, mountain bike style pedals. A lot of kind of e-bikes and kind of pre-made bikes or built bikes come with really cheap plastic wheel pedals, but these are really nice. The battery is 468 watt hours. I don't know what that rates to. This is a pre-release bike that I have, so I don't have the full specs on it yet because I don't think it's live on their website. I charged it fully when I first got it. I took it on a few rides, maybe did about 10-15 miles. Then my wife used it for commuting a little bit, and it hasn't been charged still yet. It's still got quite a bit of juice in it, so it will last probably quite a long time. If you're commuting short amounts of distance, so like each day for a week, it's going to easily last you that whole commute, so you should be absolutely fine. And when I say whole commute, I mean a week's worth of commutes. It's a decent battery. And then the last thing is the gearing, but I feel like we should take it for a ride first before I talk about how that works.
When riding these bikes, apart from doing these really strange angles like this, I spend a lot of time kind of thinking about them and thinking about how they ride and how they feel as you're going along, but most importantly what you would use them for. Like, this bike is not going to be the best bike for traveling long distance, it's not going to be the best bike for going on the tour, but it is exactly the right bike for popping to the shops, small commutes, or maybe just popping out for a coffee. Now, I mentioned before that this bike has automatic shifting, and as you can see, I'm currently cruising along with one hand whilst I enjoy my very nice iced coffee. But the bike itself, when I slow down and hit some corners and change direction, is shifting all on its own. And it wasn't until this point where I realised, damn, that's really cool.
So the automatic shifting, essentially, and I don't know exactly how this works, and I don't think it's that important, but it has a hub for the on the back, gear hub, and inside there has lots of cogs and different things, and when you put tension on the chain, depending on how much tension you're putting, the gears change, and you can feel it change, but very subtly. You do know it's changing gear, and then you are either doing it easier or harder depending on how fast you're going. It's pretty damn clever. Now, I know this isn't a new thing. Automatic shifting's been around for a long time. You can buy hubs that do, you can put it onto normal wheels and all over the place. It's a very common thing. But I've never tried it before, and I do see a lot of benefits of it. One, if you're rolling around with your bougie coffee, you don't need to worry about shifting or anything else in a pint glass shape, perhaps. I don't know. My point is, it helps if you are carrying things. How many times have you been to the shop to pick up a load of stuff? And again, this is kind of what this bike's for, and you've got a bag in your hand and you can ride along and it shifts itself. Very, very clever. But not only that, it's great for maintenance. This bike only has a chain, and that is it. That's the only thing you need to kind of keep oiled up and lubed. All the gears and everything like that is all built inside the hub as well, and it doesn't require regular maintenance. They last a very long time, and they just kind of do what they do. It's as simple as that. So I'm a big fan of them, and it's probably the highlight of this bike. Not only was it kind of comfortable, the kind of pedal assist worked really nicely, but it was just the fact that it just did a load of shifting on its own. It's cool. I like it.
So as I sit here in the park, finishing off my coffee, enjoying the sun and staring at the bike, appreciating it for what it is, and trying to work out how much I like it and what I like the most about it. But all I can think about is that shit?
Well, it was indeed it, but it didn't spoil my afternoon. I still enjoyed the sun. I ignored that and carried on my day. But all in all, how do I rate this bike? I'm not going to stand here and be like, oh yeah, you could buy this bike and it's going to change your life and it's going to be the best thing for you. That's not what my video is about. I try and give you as much information as I can about these bikes, and you can kind of work it out yourself. But if you are someone who has small space, obviously a smaller bike is ideal for that, and you have short commutes, or you want something just to kind of bumble around town or nip to the shops and just kind of go around and see your friends, general kind of short distance bike stuff, this is sick. I like it very much. But more to the point of my original thing with e-bikes, if you are someone who struggles to ride bicycles or needs more assistance, this is a great bike, especially for smaller people, because it is a small bike. You can lower that seat down quite low and it is quite manageable. My mum is quite short, for example, so I'm thinking about giving this to her to mess about with. But all in all, I think it's a great bike. I like it very much. Go and check it out. And on that note, there's links down in the description. I believe there's money off there as well, so go and check it out. And that brings us to the end of another video. If you enjoy this type of content, our usual stuff around here is more around building bikes more than reviewing bikes, but we do kind of do a lot of this stuff as well. There's playlists on my channel that you can check out for reviews and stuff if that's your cup of tea, but if you're into retro mountain biking and builds, there's also playlists for that as well, so go and check those out. And that's that. If you are new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe. It is completely free and it helps me out a bunch, and if you can't wait till the next video, that one there is a particularly good one.